let's go back to the dream team. All right, I want to talk about the dream team. I know we talked about gambling yesterday, but today I want to talk about the dream team. And of course, we're going to talk about Petty Thomas. I'm not going to leave my main man out. Okay, one thing, let me make it very, very clear and put it on record. Isiah Thomas is one hell of a point guard. Hell of a point guard. And to give credit to Michael Jordan, he did acknowledge that. All right, so let's jump back to the original dream team. Why wasn't Isiah playing? All right, we really don't know. A lot of speculations. But one thing we know for sure is Isiah was better than John Stockton. All right, that is one thing we know for sure. But why was Stockton chosen over Isiah Thomas? Well,
Isiah and the Bad Boys, hey, listen, man, they're one of the best teams to ever do it. I thought, number one, I have no idea what happened why he was left off the team. They never asked me, number one, about Isiah. Isiah probably should have been on the team. I will say this, I think Isiah, and he admitted, he probably should have shaken Michael Jordan's hand. But I was mad last week how different news outlets tried to make Isiah be a bad guy. He made a mistake not shaking Michael's hand. But after that, he probably should have been on the dream team. You're 100% correct. But I just thought some of the stuff that happened to Isiah after last week was disrespectful because he's the greatest pure point guard ever. Him and John Stockton. Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard ever, but he's a freak of nature. But Isiah Thomas and John Stockton are the two best pure. When I say pure, I mean little guys to play the point guard position. They're the best to ever do it.
So NBA players could play. And David Stern, at that particular time, David Stern was the commissioner. And David Stern had this idea. All right, these are my thoughts now. All right, this is all about branding and marketing, kind of like what Michael Jordan and Nike did. This was kind of like the coming out party for Nike, and they branded Jordan everywhere. You saw the billboards and everything, and Jordan was kind of like the man out there, and Nike just stock shot went up. And this is what David Stern was also doing with the NBA. You look at the players, all those teams that they represented were on the rise. I think this had a lot more to do with that than we keep talking about, oh, it's this, it's that. Of course, Michael has something to do with it to a certain degree. We all speculate that. And, I don't think Michael has come out and said no, but he's never straight out said, no, I didn't want Isiah on that team. But he gave us all indications telling us that he did not want Isiah on that team. But then again, it wasn't only Michael, because you heard all the other players also talk about chemistry. Chemistry was a big thing, and Isiah had issues with a lot of players on that team. Right? Isiah was really close to to Magic, and then he had to go around saying what he had to say after Magic Johnson came on and announced he had HIV. All right, so that kind of like went off. That friendship right there was a little off, and that was the time that Magic also came back. This was after Magic had already come out and said that he had HIV. And then, of course, he had that thing with Michael trying to freeze him out in the All-Star game, and then fought with Scottie Pippen, Larry Bird, and all that. It was a chemistry issue. All these guys didn't want. And at the very same time, going back to David Stern, they were not trying to brand the kind of basketball the Detroit Pistons played. Now, but then there was Chuck Daly right there. So I heard this argument also. Why isn't anybody saying anything about Chuck Daly? All right, he was the coach. He didn't have a say. Again, like what I'm saying, it was David Stern. It was the players. It was what they were trying to market at that time. And at that particular time, Isiah did not present anything that was marketable at that particular time. So he had no clout. Plain and simple, he had no clout. It's the economy, stupid. Thank you, Bill Clinton. Please share and don't forget to like and do subscribe to my channel because I need it right now. I'm stuck inside the house, so I need to do something to generate some kind of income, all right? So this might work for me because if I can't do this, I don't know what I could do. I'm going crazy up in here. So please do subscribe. I need you, man. I need you. Drop a comment, man. Say something about this video, man. Comes down to that.